I guess I'm live now. Sorry, I'm a little bit early. I've been having technical difficulties. So, this person has walked past me like 4 times, the same person, while I was trying to figure out the problem. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the live stream here. I don't remember where we left off. Oh, yes, we have to meet Natty. Let's go to herbology class first. We're in the greenhouses, so let's go there. Again, I have puppies playing around, so if you hear some weird noises in the background, it's because I have little puppy dogs. It's supposed to be music playing here, of course.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
With cotton balls.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
Now, that's a movie thing I'll talk about in a minute, the
I'm very sorry
mandrakes.
about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Now, remember in my first live stream that I said I wanted Professor Garlick's hair? This is Professor Garlick.
Like not grass.
I want her hair in the game. I want to wear it. I want to have it. I love it. So in the books, Professor Sprout describes how to repot the mandrake, but she doesn't actually do it until, she's done, until she doesn't actually do it until everybody puts their earmuffs on, because the earmuffs completely block out sound, because mandrakes are supposed to kill people. But the young mandrakes won't kill anybody because their cries will just knock you out for several hours or whatever. But in the movie, she has everybody put their earmuffs on and then she talks about it. So it doesn't completely block the sound out like it's supposed to. So the fact that they are doing cotton balls, and then she talks about doing the mandrake, that is a movie thing. That is not a book thing. So I'm just letting you know. All right.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
All right. Leander Pruitt.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
First of all, why is it my lead? I've never been here before, and I don't know where I'm going. Fortunately, the map does.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, wow.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Revelio.
Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Okay, I gotta finish collecting them first. Also, I don't know if you watched my video where I did this class on my walkthrough video, but I asked if you remembered Leander Pruitt's last name, and you will really have to be a book fan to recognize his last name. So, hold on, sip of coffee. In the books, we are introduced to the late Gideon and Fabian Pruitt, who were members of the Order of the Phoenix. The first one when Voldemort was powerful the first time. Okay, when he tried to kill baby Harry. Okay, and then we learn that Molly Weasley, when she gives Harry a watch for his 17th birthday, she said that it's her brother Fabian's. Fabian's. So it's not new like Ron's is. So Molly Weasley is a descendant of Leander Pruitt. FYI.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Okay, so we're gonna go back. So we had to go all that way. Remember, we went all the way around. Okay, but class is right here. So, like, why did we have to go up and around all that way?
As to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Yeah, you can talk to all these people if you want.
Relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Revelio.
Alrighty. Let's go meet Natty. Because we cheated, we already have the Lower Hogsfield Flue Flame. Well, we didn't cheat, but we got a mod, so that's kind of cheating.
See you, my friend.
Yeah, one sec. Gotta do one thing real quick. Okay. Okie doke. Hello, Natty.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Now, that whole conversation could have taken place inside the castle.
Beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's
But
going
we
on
needed to
here?
be here for that. So, now we're going to learn how to do Merlin trials. By the way, I have a mod that allows you to collect the Merlin trial without actually doing the Merlin trial. Like it just finishes the Merlin trial for you.
They must have come this way. Think!
Do not use that mod right here, because you'll mess up your game.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I see you.
Now, Professor... Okay. I accidentally clicked on it. That's my bad. Professor Hecat wants us to dodge roll 10 times and cast Incendio 5 times. Okay. Now we can do all of that here, which I usually do. It takes forever though. Like forever, because we're in story mode. The bad guys take forever and ever and ever to attack us. So I'm just going to let it go to show you how long it can take, because this is story mode. Story mode is so easy, you guys. Like, we can defeat these bad guys in seconds. And I have a dueling feat on the right-hand side that says I have to complete this battle in the time allotted, which you can do, because these guys are really easy to defeat. But I'm not going to do that because I want to do Professor Hecat's assignment.
Bored! I'm bored up here!
I'm bored up here. This is probably my least favorite type of Merlin trial with these
Not be cast about for your amusement!
these braziers, because some of them are really hard. Like, you have to light them all, and once you light one of them on fire, they start sinking into the ground. And if you don't light them all before the first one sinks into the ground, then you have to start over. And sometimes it can get quite annoying. So this is my absolutely least favorite type of Merlin trial.
Hanging in the air, not mine. You can't keep...
How many are we at? I'm not even counting because I'm talking. 6.
Not fond of this perspective.
That's 7. And I usually just keep my attention on the guy that isn't in the air. That's all she does is levitate people. And, you know, basic cast, but... That was 8? I'm already not paying attention again. 9.
Bored! I'm bored up here!
Alright, let me make sure I didn't count wrong, because I'm stupid. Alright. Now we get to join the fight. I'm gonna Incendio this guy.
This has become
And I have to wait on my Incendio to reload. Where'd the other guy go?
You can't.
Right there. Hey, he dead.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. I see you. Tago, we can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take
Incendio!
I don't even know how many that was. I'm not paying attention. Oh, I only need one more. Sweet.
Is this you? Floating me?
Now we can finish the battle. Easy.
What on earth
Now we
just
have to
happened?
talk to her.
I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Oh my goodness.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is
The flames make the pyre sink.
I am curious about these pyres.
Now this one's easy because it's the first one. And the other ones are a lot easier when you have Confringo, because Confringo goes a lot farther than Incendio does.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yes.
Alrighty. While we are out here, we got a little quest over here to do.
some assistance?
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Absolutely.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
Sorry, the puppies are trying to eat my son's cowboy boots.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Alrighty, so we're going to get a little purple circle in which we are to search for the astrolabe. You can look around this whole purple circle if you want, because there are several swirls where you can dive down and search for it, but it's right over here.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
I think it's this one. Yeah. It's like all the way to the left of
I should let Grace know
circle.
that I found her family astrolabe.
But like you can look around, there's more swirly spots where you can dive down. You can collect more clothing and stuff, but I usually just get the astrolabe and move on.
You didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I sure did. Now, you can just give it to her, or you can get some money for it, or you can keep it. When I was a Slytherin, I usually keep it because I do all the mean things. And as a Gryffindor, I'd be like, give me some money. But I'm a Hufflepuff, so I'm just going to give it to her.
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Thank you. Now there's some stuff to collect over here. There's a chest and a couple things, which you can do if you want. I wasn't going to, but I changed my mind. And then that quest over there, see that little gray shield there? That's a quest. That's Arn. He wants us to rescue his his carts full of merchandise and stuff from the bad guys, which I'm not going to do right now because I don't know enough spells, in my opinion, to easily defeat the bad guys. So I'm going to move on and do Arn later. Let's see, let's go to potions.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look complete.
I have to start the quest.
Competent, which he is.
Professor Sharp.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
We don't have to do all this when we brew potions. This is just class. When we brew potions regularly, we don't have to do all this.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Was mean. With skill naturally.
My parents, Professor Sharp, must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Now, I'm just going to say, I had an aunt that was a substitute teacher, and one time she substituted for my teacher. This only happened one time. And I accidentally called her Aunt Joan, and she yelled at me. Well, she didn't yell at me, but she got mad at me. I am Mrs. Moore. Like, I'm sorry. So, there you go.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Remember, precision is key in brewing potions.
Now later we're going to have to unlock this office. Well, we don't have to, but there's going to be a lock on this office. And if you want to unlock it, you can. But we've already collected everything, so there's no need to.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Alright, we didn't have to talk to him, but that's where we learned that he speaks gobbledygook. That'll be important later.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Juris potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Alrighty.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Here's our Juris potion. And that's all there is to it. Now we just gotta wait 24 seconds for it to finish. And some potions take longer, but, you know, none of them, I don't think any of them are longer than like a minute and a half. So, usually if I want to brew a potion, I'll go into my room of requirement, start the brewing, and then go around and collect my plants, and then by the time I come back, my potion's usually ready. So, it doesn't take very long.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Again.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Now, you can lie here and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, but you'll get in trouble. But I do that when I'm a Slytherin, but I'm a Hufflepuff, so I have to own up.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
A
I think each
place
of us
where
has had
we
enough
can
excitement for one
brew.
day. Class is dismissed.
I wonder where that place could possibly be. Alright, new quest. Oh no, I have to go. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I go to Defense Against the Dark Arts. I forgot all about that. Excuse me, goodness gracious. Classroom. Looks like my puppies have decided they were tired of getting yelled at. They're sound asleep.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory.
Ah.
He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
Alright, well, first we gotta do this. So let me go back to... So this is the start of our Jackdaw quest as a Hufflepuff. So once I finish the Jackdaw quest here, then I'll go back and do the other ones that I saved. Oh, yeah, I already... Okay. So I guess this live stream is going to be dedicated to Richard Jackdaw. There's supposed to be music here. That's why there's no talking. But I took the music out. I should play some music, like on YouTube or something. Some no copyright music or something. But I have to figure that out, how to do that while a live stream is going. Because I don't know how to do that.
I hope you're
I got
able to
Spotify.
take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Do they have no copyright music on Spotify? I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to practice.
Expelliarmus the dummy.
Expelliarmus! You seem to have the right end of the stick, but
Yeah,
keep
sure do.
practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Okay. Let's go start up some Jackdaw. Some Jackdaw. Wait, where is it? Oh, up here. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking.
A moment of your time, please.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Yes.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
Now, I think the Hufflepuff Jackdaw quest is the coolest one because We get to see the inside of Azkaban. And Dementors flying around and stuff. So I do like the Hufflepuff Jackdaw quest the best. There should be a Revelio page right here. Alright. World map. Because I don't feel like running all the way there. I can't wait till we get our broom. I fly everywhere.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Robert's played a hand in his disappearance.
But even after I operate there, it takes far too long.
Did I miss her somehow?
New instruments are
Is she in the house?
Here you are.
Yeah.
I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
He said in the house. You can read this later if you want. You can pause the live stream and read this. If you want to. There's another one around here. Excuse me, lady. I'm just gonna go through your house and collect all your stuff. Hope you don't mind. Okie doke.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an Auror.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. Well, if you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
Okay, now we gotta go to Azkaban and talk to Anne. Oh, look how scary. Dementors!
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. This isn't a place for loitering.
Oh, I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban
Hang on,
for
my
myself.
puppy's in my wheels. I gotta
mentors.
move her before I can.
The ministry to send them off. There's no need for such
Hang on.
monsters.
Okay. Sorry, I backed my chair up a little bit to look at the puppies, because they're, you know, I check on the puppies all day long. And when I backed up, one of the puppies was like, "Mommy's getting up." But I wasn't getting up. So she decided to get in my wheels, and I couldn't push my chair back.
If I had my wand, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you.
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know at all.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Has someone come to feed me? Is someone there?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madame Thistlewood, Oh, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
Okay.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
She says that every time we approach a treasure vault. Very few of them are actually dangerous.
Revelio.
It says there's a Revelio page. Might be up there. I don't see one.
This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages. Revelio. Accio. Oh, that's done something. You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind?
My dearest Anne, well done. You solved my puzzle. I knew you were a kindred spirit and the only one with whom I could truly share my adventures. Meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest as soon as you can, and I will show you the map that I mentioned. There is no telling where it will lead us. I found it on pages that Peeves ripped from a secret book, and no one else seems to be able to find. I haven't any idea what lies ahead, but I'm glad to know I shall share my future with you. This is only the beginning, Richard. Yes, I'm terribly glad you found this, as I would have gone on alone if you did not. What fun would that be?
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Nope. There he is.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw? I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired Aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently, on a whim. I must speak to the Aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Thank you. I need to find those pages, to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
All right. So let's save here. And then we will go back to the main menu and we'll do another Jackdaw quest. Well, the beginning of the Jackdaw quest. Let's see. Let's do this one. It takes a minute to load. Sorry. If this wasn't a live stream, I would cut this part out, but it is. So, as always, we just gotta wait. Normally there's music here. Sorry, my allergies. Really bad. Well, they're not as bad as they usually are right now, but they make my throat all weird. Okay. Now we're going to go on the Jackdaw quest here. So we got to go to Ollivander and Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade. Oop. Okay. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
I love me some detective work. This is Ravenclaw, by the way, in case you can't tell by the blue.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old one-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Now, the problem with going to the Owlery is I do not have a broom. So it's going to take us a minute to get there. Let's see. This looks like the closest flue flame. We'll try that. There is no Owlery flue flame. Oh, that brought us way closer. Now we gotta run there. Now this is not like Azkaban is an exclusive quest-only location. You can go to the Owlery anytime. This is the only time there's a quest for it. Sometimes I get so into collecting resources that I forget to turn and go places, and then I forget where I'm at. Then I gotta backtrack. So, don't be like that. I gotta make the trek up here. All the way up here to the Owlery.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
A thing that she just made up. But happens to be correct. She's just telling us where to go.
Don't mind me, owls. I'm here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues?
Doesn't show us which one it's in, so we'll
I
just have to do
recognize
them all,
those
I guess.
handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. I'd best keep looking. Oh, this will do nicely. Revelio.
Oh, there it is. Alrighty. Light up.
No statues here. Here's a welcome surprise. Nothing. Revelio.
Oops, wrong button.
Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws.
Okay, now we gotta go up the ladder.
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher.
Yeah, perhaps.
Oh, I'll take that, thank you.
Yeah, but it's all the way down
I'd best
to the
keep
bottom,
looking.
though. Wonder if I can Levioso from here.
Leviosa!
Yep.
Oh, this will do nicely. No statues here.
Nope. My bad. I meant to back up so I didn't fall off.
Nothing.
Is that all
I'd
of
best
them?
keep looking.
Nope.
No statues here.
Now, I believe... Oh. If we go around...
It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
There might be a chest around here somewhere. No? Well... Now I'm lost. Ah. Now I gotta go back down and get all the statues that fell. Oh, there we go.
What's happening?
Ew.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So, Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Alright, so that's the Ravenclaw one. Now let's go. Let's save here. Save. Took me a while to get there. Just because I didn't, had to stop and I didn't feel like, I don't want to exit game. Now we'll do the Gryffindor one. And you can see the most of the Slytherin one on my video. I think the, what is it? The thumbnail has Jackdaw on it. Okay. It's just pretty much following notes that Scrope had left for us. The Slytherin one is. And then we go into a cave, and then that's where Jackdaw is. Oh, by the way, it bums me out. Look, it's clearly mealtime, right? Bums me out we can't sit here and eat with our friends.
Revelio.
They all get to have there it is. They all get to have yummy food, and we do not. Look at all the space available at the Gryffindor table. No eating for us. Look, bacon and eggs. Yum. But no, we can't sit there and eat. Anyways, I'm salty about that, obviously.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might...
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around about the
Revelio.
ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you. There's one here. Okay.
This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
A small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
I beg your pardon? Roast beef? Rotten roast beef?
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ah, I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it. Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course.
Revelio.
Ah, here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves. I'm already imagining sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
Go.
A student
never will
in the
understand
kitchen.
Students.
Revelio.
Look at the delicious food and what found themselves a bit pecky.
There are so many. We can't unlock that yet. There are so many things to collect in here. You can talk to the house
Hello.
elves.
Can you point me in the direction of the rubbish?
Towards the other end of the kitchen. If it's not taken out yet, just follow your nose. You'll find it soon enough.
Should be a...
It smells glorious in
over here. Okie dokie.
Ah, there's There's a disgusting smell. Oh,
Here's
I
where the
must be
house
getting
elves live.
close. Revelio.
Their little houses, their little condos. Ah, here we go.
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely. But what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
All right. Off we go.
I've gained a new appreciation for breakfast.
Oh, can't get through there. My bad.
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf, Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organizes the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
We shall.
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it.
There were words I was going to say, but I don't remember them now.
Like the feeling of a breeze through my hair.
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsay. Do let us pass. We've brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from young Jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
I don't know why he wants to join those
my
mean
young friend.
people
Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
in the first place. They're mean. They're not nice at all. Ah, that will do later.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
A wonderful night for games. Nothing like the feeling of a breeze.
Who will be next to play our little game of hide and seek amongst the pumpkins?
Hello again. Can you help me?
Ah, Sir Nicholas's young friend. Has he abandoned you?
Not at all. I need to speak to Richard Jackdaw. Sir Patrick said his head might be around here somewhere.
Indeed it might be. It is a bit unorthodox to include a mortal, but if you do wish to speak with him... Oh, why not? You can speak with Jackdaw if you can find his head amongst these pumpkins. Not just once, but 5 times. Good old Dumfrey will move the head to a different spot each time you find it. Those are the rules. What say you?
If that's what I need to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvellous! Of course, a mortal holding a wand has an advantage over us ghosts. You can simply blast away to your heart's content.
Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5 times.
Begin! Cast away until you find him.
Now, I've only done this quest once, so I don't know if there's a pattern to it. If there is, I don't know it.
Whatever you say, Dumfrey. This is not my finest moment.
Oh. Hold on. Oh, I already have Accio on there. There it is.
A ghost said I should blast away to my heart's content.
There we go. Now I just have to get near to these pumpkins. Find one that's moving. Because that's the one that has Jackdaw's head in it.
Who would have thought a mortal would be so good at this? You've almost got him.
Oh, what fun! A student is playing.
You make this look easier than it's supposed to be.
I've never seen it played like this. How delightful.
It won't be long now. We'll find him.
Like, I can hear it.
Who would have thought a mortal would be so good at this? You've almost got him.
Oh, there it is.
Here we go again.
I could do that too if I had a wand.
So mean.
Oh, what fun! A student is playing.
We'll find him.
Young Jackdaw's no match for you.
Who would have thought him?
There it is.
Why did I come back here?
I've never seen it played like this. How delightful.
There are other things moving too, which makes it a
I'm
little
glad I
harder to
would be
hear.
the one to clean up this mess.
There it is.
Well done. Of course, having a wand served you well. Still, I believe congratulations are in order.
Not too bad for a mortal. Now, say what you need to say to old Jackdaw here, hmm? You've earned it.
Nicely done. But what's going on? You're not a member of the Headless Hunt.
No, I'm not. Sir Nicholas said you might know the location of some pages I'm looking for.
Merlin's beard. I know precisely the ones you mean. I pinched them from Peeves. How could I forget? The map on those pages led me to my demise. I was not ready for what awaited me in that cave. The pages are likely still mouldering away with my, remains. Quite a final adventure, I must confess.
The pages are why you lost your head. And I must visit a cave and search for your corpse.
Yes. You'd think a decapitated ghost would get used to the word corpse. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to go?
I need those pages, so I suppose I'd better meet you. Thank you.
Not to worry. I'll just need to be reunited with my body first. But Dumfrey can handle that. See you at the forest's edge.
And that's the end of that one. So let's go back to our Hufflepuff, which is our main our main character here. And we'll complete the Jackdaw quest. Because that was just the start of the Jackdaw quest. And once you do the different, different one for each house, then it's all the same. It's all the same for each. When he says, meet me in the Forbidden Forest, it's all the same for everybody. So we just gotta wait on it to load again. All right. I wish you could see my puppies. They're so cute. What? Ah, there it is. Okay. Like, where's my quest? There it is.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
My computer is right outside of the bathroom, so if you hear a door lots of times in the background, that's because people are going to the bathroom. There are 6 people that live in this house. And we have 1 bathroom. I just remembered we have flue flames. I don't know why that's so hard for me to remember. Do not have to run all the way there.
Perfect. Target practice.
Target practice. Dear?
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say Intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
It's Latin.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
We already crossed over the stone bridge that he mentioned. So, I'll look for the
Nothing
waterfall
to do
now.
now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Except for we don't go to the waterfall, which I think is weird. Why mention it?
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described, Intramuros.
Fancy.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Renrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
I won't rest.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Did I have anything to collect from them? No? What the heck? What's the point in fighting all those bad guys if I don't get any junk from them?
I wonder how big this place is.
Pretty darn. We're going to build a bridge.
That must be where this all leads.
I sped that up in my video because it took a long time.
Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
And the map shows you where to go. Like, it reveals itself as you
I
go.
wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
And I think I have arachnophobia mode on. I can't remember. I do. And pick these up because you can use them in potions.
I'm not going to touch those. Ugh.
Now, you don't have to do all this. You don't have to fight all these spiders. This is not a thing that is necessary for the quest. I'm doing it because I want that chest over there. There it is. But you don't even have to go in here. It's not part of the quest. Oh, I have uncollected rewards. Let's go ahead and change into my new clothes while we're at it. Let's see. Nothing there. 25, 21. Let's go to that one. Oops. Okay. That's lower. That's lower. That's lower. Oh, that's it? Okay. I fight his spiders. Spiders. Here we go. Defeat spiders. You get armor. I don't wear the armor. I think it's kind of dumb. But other people might like it, so that's fine. And if you're one of those people that likes to 100% everything, you're going to fight like 30 million spiders to get the spider, fighting the spider reward thingy. Oh, that's okay. You can do this part if you want, but this right here is just for collecting chests. There's like 2 chests you can collect.
I wonder if I can move that platform somehow.
Yeah, you can, but we're not going to do that because I don't want to. And there's nobody in the chat to tell me to do it, so I'm not gonna.
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw can solve this, so can I.
After I shoot these spiders first. Oh. See, literally just using my basic cast. Like, there's nothing to it. Another one. There it is.
Remarkable.
Okay, one more. Why it made the here's an enemy sound if there's no enemies. Now this one we need to do to get across.
Whew, it's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's way down in there. It's water. Alright, anyways. Now when one of them goes underground, one of them starts to like dig underground, where they're going to come up, oh, I should have let him do it. I'm gonna let him do it. Where they're going to come up is going to show on the ground. I don't feel like waiting. I'm I'm sure we'll run into another one at some point in time. But it'll show on the ground, like the ground will start to like the rocks and stuff on the ground will like rise and fall and rise and fall and rise and fall. So.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Around here somewhere. I don't know the ingredients for the potions that I brew, so I just like collect everything I can. I think I'm lost. You would think after doing this quest a million times I would know where to go, but I don't. I just kind of follow the map.
There it
Aha.
is.
Here we go.
The bridge. It's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw. Potato, stupefy.
Nope, these did not behave. Richard Jackdaw. Oh, I should have let it dig in the ground. Dang it. There's a big scary one. I wanted to get that one. Oh, did you see the ground when it did that? Let's see if I can get it to go under the ground again. It'll make noises when it starts to dig. There you go. Now watch it. It's gonna watch the ground. See? If you just get out of that little area, then
I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
Then you won't get hurt.
Revelio.
Also, you'd think I know where all these are, but I don't.
I'll need to look around for the symbol.
Yeah, you will. I never remember how to get this one down here. There's one down here somewhere. And I never remember how to get it. Oh, there it is. Is it over here? Yes. Sweet.
Untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Nope. Now, if you're in anything but story mode, you'd have to hit those symbols a lot faster than we did.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages.
There's bad guys in here. Can you see them?
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
sure
for
do.
keeping these pages safe all these years. Revelio.
Here. Bad guys won't wake up until we get Jackdaw's remains, though. Well, until we get the pages. We're not gonna touch Jackdaw. There he is.
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Poor Jackdaw.
Tego! Stupefy! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Oops. I waited too long. That's okay, I have tons of Wiggenweld, it's fine.
Expelliarmus ought to disarm you brutes.
Yep. More bad guys. Bigger bad guys. Sweet.
That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no. The room is starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
Magical magic.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
There's a big fancy room.
Can it be?
No. It can't be. Sorry.
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention. And might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
All right, let's go get it.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Talent points. Okie doke. Swift is one of my favorites. Incendio Mastery is good when you have the Inferi, because like a circle appears around you. Here, I'll just show you. A circle of flames goes around you. A ring of flame around you. That way, if you're surrounded by Inferi, they all get lit on fire. So this is a good one too. Okay, no more. So my next one will probably be extra chomping cabbages, because that's a good one. All right. Now we gotta go get the book. First, we gotta figure out where we are, because remember, we found this room in the Forbidden Forest. And we don't know where we are.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Let me rearrange a few things here. All right. I'm hiding because there is an eyeball chest up here. Somewhere around. There it is. And you have to hide from them to be able to use them, to be able to open them. Because they won't open if they can see you.
I'm back at Hogwarts.
What?
I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book. Revelio.
These are frogs. You go in their mouth, and then they spit you out elsewhere. You can't get there from here, obviously, but it's kind of annoying. Can't unlock that.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet...
Revelio.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry!
Okay. You want to go in here? So this is a room, like it tells a story, you know, a man and a woman and a baby, and then the woman is like they love their baby. And then there's a werewolf that, oh no, they're killing a werewolf. And get it. And, you know, then there's some more things, and then the woman and her baby. However, they change
Lumos.
if we Lumos close to them. They're supposed to. There you go. I wasn't not close enough. The woman is far from her husband and baby. It's supposed to all change. There we go. I guess we have to Lumos each one now. And look, she's been bitten. Oh no. It's her they're chasing. What?
Lumos.
Yep, they're chasing her. She's hiding from them. And there she is as a werewolf. So. Anyways, there you go. Oh, remember when I was doing my live and I said you had to win Ronan's game in order to continue on? That was when the game was first out. I was told, apparently, that's not the case anymore. So when I was doing my Ravenclaw and my Gryffindor people, in order to, do the different Jackdaw quests, I tried intentionally to lose. And, with my Ravenclaw person, I ended up tying, Natty both times, which was a mistake. I meant to lose. Which I guess I could have just knocked off I could have just Acio'd my big boulder to knock it off. I didn't think about that until just now. But anyways, but I ended up tying Natty with my, Ravenclaw person, and then with my Gryffindor person, I tied once and I lost once. And I was still able to continue. So apparently now you don't have to win in order to get rid of the Ronin game. When you're doing Charms class. When you're doing the quest for it, you do have to win. So that's good. We're gonna do some flying class here right quick.
And we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up! Up! Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up! One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
We shall.
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello!
Hello.
Okay for a flight!
Made it. Did anyone else see that?
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
That's funny because that's the voice of Lee Jordan in the movies. So, not that he got to cross the lake in the boats, because he was a second year, I think, when the movies
likes to make an appearance once in a while.
In the movies. So, he wasn't in Harry's class. I just think that's funny. Because he was actually in the movies.
Good, I've got this.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Hufflepuff like you might be interested in some high-flying fun?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice
We
to
keep
get
having to
above
go
it all, isn't it?
up and down and up and down and up and down, and it's quite annoying.
Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff?
Doing the lean forward thing, you go a little bit faster.
Holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
Quidditch.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms.
And where have you two been?
Around, you know.
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Thank you.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Now, I don't 100% remember how much the brooms cost, so I don't know if we have enough money to buy one. But we'll go see. Can't do anything with that yet. Let's see. I'm gonna put on as much as I can. Oh, that's fancy looking. That way, if I need to sell some stuff to be able to buy a broom. Oh, I kind of like that. I'll leave that on. If I need to sell stuff in order to buy a broom, then I can. So, because I don't remember how much they cost, and I don't know how much I have. Ooh, it's 11:05, y'all. Might have to get off here soon.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet...
Revelio.
This place was previously locked. I don't know if you remember. Because we had to do flying class before we could get a broom.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around, thank you.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Oh, they're only 600. I usually buy my house broom, though this one is nice. You know, but I usually just buy the house broom.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
There you go.
Nice doing business with you.
You too. I'm just selling off my stuff right quick. Ah, wait. What the heck? Did I just get that? I just got that in one of these chests, didn't I?
Nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
All right. I usually have my middle son do the time trials for me because he uses the A, S, and D keys. And I don't. I just use the W and then I turn the screen around. And he is unavailable right now. So we're not going to do the time trials right now. He's standing right here, but he doesn't feel well, so I'm not going to make him... You want to do it? Oh, never mind. He's going to do it right now. So, take it away, Matthew.
Hello. How you doing? I am here to do the time trials for my mother. Now, how do I pull out the broom again? I don't 100% remember. Where? Wait, that is not it. Oh, there we go. You just push 3. Now we gotta go all the way over to the Quidditch area, which may take a minute or two. Because it is very far away. Wait, can I just teleport over there?
Yeah, because I gotta,
Oh, I don't see any.
On the top, you gotta hit with Hogwarts map. And then do, I think it's South Wing or Great Hall on the left. Bell Tower, try that, Bell Tower Wing. Do that one. There you go. No, whatever's at the top. The top. Right there, do that.
This one's farther.
Okay, do that one then.
I'll
Whichever one you want.
I'll do this one.
Okay.
I'm being pressured into which one I'm going to.
I didn't pressure you. You can do whatever one you want. Back on the room.
Whee! I be zooming. Give me.
Now don't skip the talking though.
I know.
Hey you, Hufflepuff.
I get off this thing again. Wait.
You gotta land.
Wait on. Stop moving!
You gotta hold B to get off your brain.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while since Matthew has played this game.
It's been a little
Albie
minute.
Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
That's not what happened.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
I should have been like,
Tell that to the rest
should we
of the school.
rerouge that? Should we
But it doesn't
rerouge-
matter.
That would be funny.
Everyone
chat.
knows
Like,
that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling
Jack, come on,
baboons.
that would be
For
hilarious.
some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Hufflepuff.
Let's go.
Actually,
Let's
why
do it.
not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
She's going to eat my dust.
Yeah, and it's funny because she gets all snippy when she loses.
She's going to eat the dust.
Made it!
Forgot how slow the level 1 one is.
Yeah, because we don't have any room upgrades yet.
It's very slow. Not happy.
Now that's more like it.
Alright, this is my fastest time so far.
What? How do you even? You don't memorize all your time. How do you even know that?
Ah, success!
I'm lying. I'm trying to throw off the enemy.
You don't memorize all your time.
I'm trying to throw off the enemy, Mom. Obviously.
This is my fastest time ever. Does not even know.
Brilliant!
Listen here. This is my method, dang it.
Did it!
And these bubbles give you like little speed boost, and also
Excellent.
constantly refills your little yellow bar so you can be boosting forever.
Hey, get out of my chair.
Okay. I ain't being kicked out, chat. I ain't being kicked out.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
See, she gets all snippy when she loses. She's not very nice at all. Thank you, Matthew, by the way. He has not played this game in ages, but he's flown a million times because I usually have him do it for me. Because I like the broom upgrades. They're faster, and you can use your burst of speed
Oh, you're back.
for longer.
To report, I hope.
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
Now he will send us an owl whenever our broom upgrade is ready. And we are now level 12. Alright, it is 11:16, y'all. I have got to go and figure out what I'm going to feed my family for lunch. Big shout out and thank you to Matthew. Oh, we are keeping, that's locked, one of the puppies. Because she's little, tiny, like she's not growing as fast as the rest of them. And she has chronic dry eye, which I didn't even know a dog could get, but apparently they can.
Revelia.
So, we've decided to keep her, and in order to help pay for her care, I have started her a YouTube channel that hopefully I will be able to make a little money off of. Because, I think she might have a couple other issues other than just the dry eye, but she's so little that, testing is not really a thing that the doctor can do right this second. I need to feed her. I know she has constipation issues because I need to feed her some pumpkin puree in order to take care of that. But if you want to, I have not started anything on her YouTube channel yet, so there's not really anything there except for a coming soon video. But if you want to check it out once my live is over and done processing and stuff, I'll put a link down in the description box, and I really need a drink of water because my throat is getting all messed up. I will put a link down in the description box.
Revelia.
Alright, I know there's a Revelia page around here somewhere. There it is. I didn't keep her in order to try and make money off of her, which a lot of people have accused me of. I kept her because she's adorable, and I don't know, we just kind of fell in love with each other. So, but I'm starting a YouTube channel in order to help pay for her medical care because she's probably going to need a lot of it. Because like I said, I know that she's got more wrong than just her eyes. And once she gets a little bit older and the vet's able to do some more testing, then we'll know for sure. But I don't know where I don't know where I was going with that. So I'm gonna have to go now and figure out what we're gonna have for lunch. So thank you very much for watching. And next time, let's see what kind of quests we got going on here. Oh, well, we get to learn Confringo, which I'm excited about because I love Confringo. And then we're going to get the Room of Requirement next time. I just left Hogsmeade. I could have gotten these. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and then, okay, this is funny. Okay, so we'll do all this next time. So I will talk to everybody next Saturday at 9. Thank you for coming.